Decima, and we're here at the 36th Annual Chicago Music Awards. I'm here with Donte Diesel Williams.
What's up? What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing marvelous. So you were the assistant director?
The director and executive producer of Not Another Black Movie and Not Another Zombie Movie.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Now tell me, I like the Not Another. Okay, that comes from like Not Another Teen Movie. Is that where that comes from?
It kind of, it's just because they're spoofs, and I know Jay Davis, who's nominated tonight, and big shout out to him. Hopefully he wins Best Comedian. But he actually wrote the movies, he wrote the scripts, and so he did come up with the titles. So it's a take on Not Another Zombie Movie is a spoof of like The Walking Dead and the zombie genre. And Not Another Black Movie is a spoof of like Tyler Perry films and also a lot of other black films like Soul Food and The Brothers and all the other stuff. So I had fun directing it. I had fun. I'm glad I was able to be the executive producer and bring it to the big screen for everybody to see.
So how was that like for you working on the film?
Oh, it was great. I had a lot of fun. You hear Art Norman talking. Y'all, you guys had him. I also worked for NBC, and I've known Art for like 10 years. Been a mentor of mine too, by the way. But it was great working on those films. I love being creative. Being behind the camera, being the person that pretty much comes up with the whole visual aspect of the film. So it's fun.
How was it working with the actors? Did you have any like bumpy roads and such?
You know what? When we had big casts for both films, but both casts were very talented. We had very, very talented actors, talented crew members. For Not Another Zombie Movie, we had Will Cummings, we had Harold Dennis, Black Jack Johnson, and Leon Rogers. And he was also in Not Another Black Movie. Also Will Cummings, also Black Jack, but also for Not Another Black Movie, we had some bigger names like Rodney Perry, like Damon Williams, like Janet Hubert, the original Aunt Viv. A few nominees actually in tonight's event were in the movie in some way, shape, or form. So we have Slick J. Adams. He's nominated tonight for Best R&B Singer, and he provided a couple tracks for the movie, as well as The Remedy. The Remedy is also nominated tonight for Best R&B Group. And those brothers, man, I tell you, if you hear them do a cappella, I hope they get a chance to get on stage and sing tonight. Man, so you had them. You had Jay Ivy, the poet. Leon Rogers, I said him again. Plenty of people.
Right, now you say you work with NBC with Art Norman. What do you do there?
I am a photographer and editor. And I also am a live shot technician, which I do a lot of live shots. So I actually go out with a lot of the reporters, and we go out and cover stories. I work with a lot of reporters and anchors.
Wow, so you're pretty much doing everything all around, isn't that?
Oh yeah. I've been doing this for like 14 years. So.
And which one do you enjoy the most, if you had to choose one?
well, I like them both. Right now. I love the creative aspect that I get from and the control that I get from doing the film, but I also like television because it's kind of an adrenaline rush. It's like, fast-paced, run and gun, some tight deadlines, and I love that. I do that every day. So it's like pretty much like almost having a heart attack every day.
You're like, yes, I'm alive. I'm like so close to dying, but I'm not dying.
Exactly. So I like both of them, though, almost equally.
Awesome. So where can our viewers find you? Social media?
Donte Diesel on everything. Donte Diesel on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Donte, for being with us tonight. This is the Chicago Music Awards, 36th Annual Chicago Music Awards. I am Decima, and we are out.
I'm Donte Diesel Williams at the Chicago Music Awards, and you're watching Urban Grind TV.